Hi guys, welcome to Camel Digital Workshop, and today I am Natik and I am a multimedia artist, and today do charcoal art. And let's get into the artwork. I will be using Camlin Supreme HD Super Dark Pencil. Let's just outline the base artwork, like where like the flower part. I'll just mark super lightly. You can draw, like you can make the pebbles as big as you want, as small as you want, it doesn't matter. We're gonna use this washi tape and we're gonna cover the outlines so that our artwork stays intact and shape ekdam proper rahe. I'll just talk to you guys about these three Camlin pencils, charcoal pencils. As you guys can see, one is neutral, one is soft and one is hard. I'll talk more about it while using them. So before using charcoal compressed sticks, I'll have to wear this glove because it gets messy. For the charcoal stick you have to use. I'm going to be using my soft charcoal pencil as I want the charcoal to be spread easily across it. So we're just going to start by outlining the petal. So I'll just be using soft charcoal pencil just for that. Now I'm using neutral charcoal pencil so that I can easily blend it while still the lines would be visible. Let's use a brush to blend it. Now for blending, do use like a technique where you just blend it in one direction. If you blend it like this, it won't come as smooth as you want. To define it more, I'm going to be using my the hard charcoal pencil so that I can make the darker lines and it won't get smudged easily. As you can see, there are these lines which don't go all the way. So like, don't make lines across fully. The powder will do the work. Now I'll be using my neutral one. Just be careful, like you don't want to make it very dark because going from dark to light is like difficult, not impossible but difficult, and going from light to dark is very easy. I'm marking the outline of this as there will be shadow down here. So I'm just making it dark so that while blending, it gives that effect. So as you saw, like I didn't do any pencil line in this area. It's necessary to, if you want to leave that space like completely empty or like almost close to white, then you don't have to do pencil linings or markings there because the charcoal dust will do the work. If you want it dark, then obviously you should go with pencils, but if not, then there's no need to cover it up with pencils so that you can blend it and then you'll get the effect. The details, as this area is very precise, so I don't want it to get smudged across. So there is supposed to be a pebble hidden right here. on to this petal. For this petal, I'll be beginning with the neutral pencil to show a different effect, just to show you guys a different effect. What would happen if you directly started with the neutral pencil? For example, like where you don't want the pencil lines to be visible, just use the charcoal powder. That won't show the pencil lines. I'll just show you how. So here we have our charcoal dust. Just make sure you don't take a lot. To charcoal art is highlights and shadows, the depth. So if the artwork is like just in a single tone, like it will be very bland, so it won't look nice. It needs to have depth and the highlights. Here I want the pencil lines to get smudged more, so I'll just use a bit of charcoal powder and I'll just spread it across. Now we'll move on to the pebbles, and we'll do the pebbles quickly. So for that we're going to use our hard pencil, the red one. Now we're using the soft pencil, and I'll quickly, lightly, I'll mark the whole page, the whole pebble, and I'm leaving this area for the white highlight. Even though the eraser can do it, but sometimes leaving it gives the better effect. Just blend it. So I'm using my 6 number brush to blend it, as this is a bigger area. Charcoal powder for the shadow area. I'm using the neutral one for now, as I want few of the lines to be visible while blending, and I'll be blending this with paper stumps to show you guys the difference. So now we'll be using this paper stump to blend it. So here what happens is that it easily blends, but it's tearing the paper because you're putting pressure to blend it. With the brushes, it is easier to blend as you're not putting the pressure. But yeah, you get different effects from both. So there's no correct way or the right way to choose between these. It's just your preference. I'm done with the pebbles. Now let's move on to the water droplets and the highlight area. First we'll use the hard pencil to mark the shape of the water droplets. So to blend these, we'll use the cotton paper stumps. So now we'll use our eraser for the highlight area. To again mark the shadows of the water droplet. So these are cotton paper stumps, like you use it in graphite, you use it with graphite also. These are tools which are made for blending. So now we'll quickly use the eraser to give highlights. So we'll give the highlights right above the shadow area, not entirely on the top. We're not going to completely erase the circle, like the droplet. Our brush again to smudge it, as we don't want the highlight to be completely white. We want it to be light but not completely white. If we wanted it to be completely white, we could have used white charcoal pencil. So now we'll mark the highlights here on the pebbles also. Now I just want to show this area. I just want this area to be more dark. I'll use my soft pencil. Now let's just give more details to the water droplet. I'll use the eraser again for the highlights. So I'm all done with the artwork. Now we'll peel off the artwork, peel off the tapes. Carefully peel it off, as you don't want the paper to be tearing. Now after your artwork is done, make sure to use this fixative. Like this will fix your charcoal and it won't, like you won't be able to spread it, you won't be able to smudge it. So this is like a lifesaver for finishing it. I'll show you guys how to use the fixative spray. So to use this, you have to shake it like vigorously first and always apply at like this angle. You don't apply it this way, you always apply it at an angle. Keep the distance around like 15 to 20 centimeter away. This time I'm holding my breath, otherwise you should always cover your face. You should always wear a mask before using it. So that's it. We're done. I hope you guys got to learn something today, and make sure to put up stories on Instagram and do tag me, Art by Natik, and the Camlin page.